of the wudu of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is Islam 101, so we're just going to do the basic aspects of it. We're not going to get into the deep details. The very first thing is obviously you have to have the intent. And the intent is already in your heart. You don't come and you say, I intend to perform wudu and all of that. That is an innovation, so stay away from it. The fact that you're before the sink or you have water and you're about to perform the wudu, that's your intent. It's already known that you're about to make wudu because that is your niyyah. But make sure you take care of having a clear niyyah inside of your heart. The second thing is you must say Bismillah. This is extremely important. The Prophet told us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, La wudu'a liman lam yusammillah. There's no wudu for the one who didn't say Bismillah. So your wudu will not be complete. It will not be the perfect wudu if you do not say Bismillah. So you should say Bismillah. Even if it is at the wudu stall. Some people are a bit reluctant because the bathroom and so forth and so on. Don't worry about that. You say Bismillah. After saying Bismillah, you're going to start with your right hand. So you take the water and you wash your right hand 3 times. And be sure to get between the fingers. Because Rasulullah said, cleaning between the fingers and the toes is from the fitrah. That's one of the examples of the purity and the importance of purification in Islam. So you're going to wash the right hand 3 times and between the fingers. And then you're going to wash the left hand 3 times and you're going to go between the fingers. And then you're going to take a handful of water. And you can do one of 2 things. You can take the water and put it in your mouth and your nose simultaneously and blow out. And you do that 3 times. Or you can just take the water and put it in your mouth and gargle and spit it out 3 times. That's also from the fitrah. So you're either going to take the water and put it in the nose simultaneously. In the mouth, through the nose, blow it out. Or you're going to take the water, put it in your mouth, gargle, spit it out. And you do that 3 times. And then you put the water in your nose 3 times. Concerning this issue of the nose, for those of you who are learning the wudu for the very first time, a new Muslim, a revert Muslim, in order to really remember the order of things, usually when you put the water in your nose, sometimes you take too much water in your nose and there's that sensation that you get from bringing the water in your nose, which lets you know the next thing that you do is you wash the face, which will give you some relief if you put the water in your nose. That's just to help you remember the sequential order. So you're going to take the water and you're going to put it on your face and you're going to wash all of your face. It is not needed. It is not necessary that you put the water all through your beard. And you should have a beard, but it is not necessary. That is not necessarily the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you're going to put the water on your face 3 times. After that, you're going to wash your hand or your arm up past the elbow. Make sure that you go past the elbow. You don't have to go to the middle of the arm. You don't have to go to the top of the arm where the shoulder is, because that has been reported on some of the companions. One of the companions of Rasulullah used to do that, and someone may come and say, since the companion did it, I have to do it? No, you have to do what Rasulullah did, what Allah commanded him to do in the Quran. So you're going to take the water and you're going to go up past the elbow, and make sure you go past the elbow 3 times. And then you do the same thing with the left hand, all the way past the elbow 3 times. After that, you're going to put water on your hand. You're going to get your hands wet again, and then you're going to take the water and go from the top of your head to the base of your neck, or what is called the nape of the neck. It is not the sunnah to do your neck. That is an innovation. Stay away from that. Do not do your neck. Just go from the beginning of your forehead, all of the head, to the nape of the neck, and then you come back again. And without getting any new water, you're going to put your fingers inside, these fingers right here, the fingers that you point with, you're going to put them inside of your ear, and you're going to go around, and then you take the thumb on the outside of your ear, and you go up and down, and that is cleaning the head and the ears with the same water, because the Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, al-udhanan min ar-ras. The 2 ears are from the head. They are one and the same in this particular issue. So you take the water and you go back to the nape of the neck, you come back up with the same water, you do your ears inside and out. After that, you're going to either put your foot in the sink or take the water and you're going to pour the water on your foot, and you're going to get all of the foot wet from the ankle bone, and you're going to wipe between the toes, as we mentioned, because that is from the sunnah. As it relates to the wudu, it is very important that you are sure that all of the body parts that you are supposed to wash, they are actually touched by the water. There was a companion who made the wudu, and he left a small portion of his heel that was untouched. It was still dry. He came into the masjid. Rasulullah saw, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that his ankle bone or his heel had a part that was the size of what we would say is a quarter in America. It was like the circle you can make with your thumb and your index finger. This man, he didn't pass the water over that part of the body. The Prophet told him, sallallahu alaihi wa ala alihi wasallam, waylun lil aqab min an-nar. Woe unto the ankle bones from the hellfire. One of the benefits of the wudu is the parts of the body that you touch in the wudu. If a person has to go to the hellfire, he won't have that part of his body burnt. So we understand that is one benefit. Another benefit of getting all of the parts of the body touched is the fact that it is the complete and it is the exact wudu. This wudu is the same for men and is the same for women. This is the wudu that you make for the salah, and this is the wudu that you make to go around to make the tawaf or the circumambulation at the Kaaba. This is the wudu that you make for any form of worship that you want to do in Al-Islam. This is the wudu. This is the wudu of Al-Islam, the one that we just mentioned. So we're going to stop here and we're going to ask our panel here if anyone has any question concerning the wudu, how to make it, anything concerning, anything about it, feel free to ask. Nick.
Well, I have to ask you a question about, there are some times in desert and the water for them are of great value. How should they do their wudu, their purification?
That's a good question, Nick. Concerning the Arabs during that time, they used to be in the desert, and even now people are still in the desert, or they may find themselves in places where the water is sparse. There's a lack of water. So what should be done? There are two things that can be done in this case. Number one, if there's not enough water to drink and to cook with and to use for your life, then it's permissible to make a tayammum. It's permissible to make a tayammum, and that is the process of hitting the earth and washing your hands with it like that. You hit the earth twice, or you can hit the wall where there's dust. You can hit the floor, but where there's dirt, real dirt or sand, that's the best thing. You hit it 2 times, you wash your hands like this, and then you wash your face, and then that is the tayammum. That's if you don't have water or you have only enough water to drink or to live on. The second thing that they can do is they can make the wudu with the water, but they only have to do, or they can only do every body part 1 time to save the water, to preserve the water. And another thing concerning doing it once, doing it twice, or doing it 3 times, what many people don't know is from the sunnah, you can wipe your head 3 times. That's from the sunnah and it's authentic. And Imam al-Nawawi has a book called Kitab al-Tahara. And in that book, he brings all of those authentic narrations that the Prophet ﷺ allowed for the head. You take the water, you do it the way I showed you, and you can do new water 3 times. That's from the sunnah. So you should try whenever you find that the sunnah did, the Prophet did a particular thing this way or that way or this way. In order for us to be from the people of the sunnah, we should also try to do things differently. So you can do it once, you can do it twice, you can do it 3 times. But if it's an issue of losing out on the water, then the person can avoid using his water altogether and just do a tayammum, because one of the favors of Allah upon this ummah is that He has made the earth a masjid and He has made the earth a purifier. So we can pray anywhere on the earth, anywhere, except in the corral of the camels, except in the bathroom, except in the graveyard, except in the place where there's najasa or dirt and filth. Those are the only places that we can't pray. But we can pray anywhere else. And also, the earth is a purifier for us. So you can take the earth and make tayammum. You can take the dirt of the earth and do your hands. Some of the scholars say you can do your hands up to the elbows if that's what you choose to do, and you do your face, and then you could pray. The only difference is, if you make a tayammum, you have to make tayammum for the next prayer and the next prayer. You cannot hold on to the tayammum when the new salah comes. So this is the wudu in Islam, the illustration, the actual illustration of the wudu, and we wanted to bring that to your attention and to show you because of its significance. If a person doesn't have the proper wudu, then his salat is going to be affected, as Rasulullah told the people, woe unto the ankle bones, the heels from the hellfire. So we're going to bring this session to a close, and we look forward to seeing you again, inshallah, in some of our future segments. Take care, and may Allah protect and guide all of us.